96.5 FM.
Nigeria is more Nigeria than any Nigeria. That's right.
It is day 2 of the End Bad Governance in Nigeria protest. The rally, of course, the persons have said demonstrations began peacefully yesterday being Thursday, the first day of August 2024, but took a violent turn in some cities leading to violent confrontations between the police and the protesters. Businesses, banks, shopping plazas, and some markets did not open for fear of the protest escalating into a crisis in certain states of the Federation. But at this point, Nigeria's Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbechikun, has decried the dimensions of the ongoing End Bad Governance protest in the country. Kayode Egbechikun stated that a police officer was murdered during the End Bad Governance nationwide protest. Of course, this was when he was briefing journalists in Abuja. Away from that, certain violent acts have been recorded as a matter of this development in Nigeria. Places like Kano, Borno, Gombe, Nasarawa states, even Abuja FCT, they've recorded people who have died. Things were destroyed actually yesterday. And in Gombe, Nasarawa, Yobe, Kano, Borno, curfew have been imposed in certain places, in certain local government areas. Yesterday, before the protest kicked off, we talked about aftermath of the protest, vandalization of properties, destroying properties, people's source of survival in the society. These were the things that we actually looked at yesterday. The protest continues today. Only God knows what will happen. Meanwhile, it has not taken away the message that they are protesting against hardship, hunger, bad governance in our country, Nigeria. Very good morning to you and welcome to Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics. And that will make us to look at the discussion this morning, the ongoing End Bad Governance in Nigeria protest. Before now, there's been this discussion and argument that state governors should have the responsibility also to look into this hardship at the moment in Nigeria, given the current reality on ground, that what they earn from FARC, I mean, if channeled in that regard, in terms of making policies that will favor businesses in the state, it would have gone a long way. This will be looked also at this morning on Standpoint. My name is Moses Ben, Incorruptible Sam. It's good to have you join the program. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you, Moses Ben. Yeah, no matter the situation of the country, we'll still say, thank God.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. And yeah, it's so sad that we are actually getting some informations in some areas about what happened concerning the End Bad Governance in Nigeria protest. Something for me, if you ask me, had it been the leadership of Nigeria has been going on where nobody would have come out to do this. First and first, that's what you should be looking at. That's the question you should be asking. Are things going the right way? I read Reno Mercury's post on Facebook not up to 1 hour ago, and I responded. I wish he will respond to me so that the conversation will continue. You know, when he went around mentioning names of people that incited or that are inciting this protest or made the people that made the people to take to the streets. It's so sad to hear someone who so many people believe is wise and educated enough to be sounding that. He mentioned Sori. He mentioned Epa. I might not be a fan of Epa, Simon. Somebody is not from here also. Is immigration. Then Obi, he mentioned Obi, and so many other names he mentioned. But in summary, I asked a question: is there hunger in the land?
Right.
That's the biggest question. And I don't want to believe that Obi called a group to say you people should protest. The same thing with Showore. Eba also, we know he has actually not been doing well with the group he is forming. That is also against the IPOB group. You understand? But the biggest question is there hunger in the land? Are people suffering? That's just what I told him that I commented there. I know you're not based here in Nigeria. Reno, you're not based here in Nigeria. You're in a place where the light comes. You pay the bill and you see the light. Where you eat whatever you want. Where you go out with £10 or $10 and you get something. Here, 10 naira is useless. 50 naira is gradually dying off. 100 naira, I hope it will survive.
Even the 20 naira, nobody can see it.
No, 20 naira is gone. You understand?
Nobody can see it again.
If this thing continues this way, are you telling people not to express themselves when they have patiently waited for things to change? APC, when they took over, they said change. Maybe that's why people accepted them from the beginning. 8 years, went nothing. Now, the 8 years that we complained that things we aren't even okay, people are even saying, Buhari's tenure is now better. We keep celebrating the past. Things keep spoiling. Now, we are seeing nothing that we make people to say, okay, let's just wait and see. You talk about telling the governors, why we even the president, a good leader, if I happen to be the president today, Ben, I won't give money to politicians in the name of governors in the name of allocation. I will remain it there. Now, what do I do if at all we have enough money at the federal level? What do I do to make sure that people will benefit directly and not giving it to governors to share?
But the governors have this responsibility to ensure that they carry out governance. Of course, it's part of our conversation this morning.
Yes,
anyway.
they do. But what have they done so far? That is what you ask yourself. What have they done so far with the little? Can we go to the Bible? When someone was given 5 talents, he did something with it. The one that was given 1 buried it. He said it wasn't not enough. You saw the punishment. These guys, the governors, I know that they are one of the problems you are having. I think we rate governors 1, senators 2, House of Rep 3, before I even talk about the president. Now you know these things. Why end up giving them more money when you know that it will not go anywhere? We should know what is happening.
No, it will be out of place for us to conclude that it will it will not go anywhere. From the angle of the presidency to say that he knows that it will not go anywhere. He believes constitutionally the governors have the right to ensure that they oversee activities at their different states level.
And they have been getting money.
You don't attract our pointers now should be on or towards the governors at this point.
See, Ben.
Look at the fact of June 2024 showed about 1.34 trillion naira against what they got in the month of May. So come down to the state government, ask them this question squarely. What have you been able to use this money?
We have been asking the questions.
This does not have anything to do with security votes,
yes,
which is the different thing altogether towards to governors of different states.
Like I said, in the position of the president, I wouldn't have given the governors more money.
Well, you need to carry out.
I wouldn't have given them
to carry out certain
money
things in your states.
They have no. I need to.
You need to carry out certain
work
things
with the normal allocation that have been coming.
All right, we'll come down to this conversation, Sam. This program is live on Facebook and YouTube. On Facebook, you can catch up with Rapid at Rapid Omar here, and also YouTube Rapid 96.5 FM. Ike Bonaya, good morning, welcome to Standpoint.
Good morning, my brother, Moses Ben. It's good to. For us to gather once again. At least today is bright. It wasn't like yesterday that was very rainy. Well, it's unfortunate that the protest took a different dimension in the sense that they got violent in some places. It also goes to show how informed people are, and of course the depth of the hunger in the land. Like in the north, where they invaded the NCCA complex, an IT complex, people were cutting away computers, and I was like, are they going to eat the computers? I thought people were looking for edible food.
Remember what we said here yesterday morning?
Yes.
Talking about the protest, demonstration.
Yes.
Constitutionally, a mere definition of protest will tell you that it's just for you to show dissatisfaction.
Express your displeasure.
It's as simple as that.
Government policies and all of that. So, but it took a different dimension. We expected it because it shows you how much people are hungry and how people are the level of anger in the land. So they needed this window to vent their displeasure on the system. But then remember also that there's been a lot of threats here and there. So, and for people to even dare the threats, that tells you how much they are willing to confront the threat. If they want to die, let's die. So apparently that's just the message right now. So well, for me, people like Reno Mokri, I see them as pliables. They're just pliable, just fair weather wherever they can, because all this noise is making is even feeding from it. The more he makes noise, the more he gets paid. The more he gets paid. The more you visit his irritating platforms, and then people, the more money he makes in dollars. So he knows what he's doing. It's for those who pay him attention. Well, for me, I don't. It's pliable. That's the way I look at such people. So they are not. They don't have policies. They are not. They don't have reward virtues. So it's quite unfortunate. We just hope that today's version of the demonstration will not be as violent as that of yesterday. Of course, in some cities anyway. You and I also know that nothing happened in the Southeast. That's why, in fact, for me, our governors in the Southeast, they didn't even need to talk. They didn't need to, reach out to the people, not to them, because the Easterners had already made up their mind not to come to the streets. So the governors didn't need to waste their energy. And you saw it demonstrated, like in places like Opi Ueka, where people will just gather on the streets and start drinking beer and all of that. Well, also appreciating Tinubu for doing very well. That's
ironical.
But yes, that's a beautiful message. I'm sure they will get the message. But unfortunately for our Western brothers, threatening the Easterners to go to vacate Lagos.
We'll touch on that because and have they been able to identify that the handle or the handler of that particular message?
Yes, it's Lag Media.
That's Lagos State.
Yeah, so I don't know, but we don't need to get to this level where you begin to have ethnic confrontations and animosities. The demonstration wasn't originated by the Easterners. So why would you say they should vacate Lagos? I think it was within 2 weeks they should vacate Lagos.
Between 20th and 30th.
So there's no need for that. They should also know that the Easterners are the lifeblood of Lagos State. If they leave, I bet you the economy will crash. It will definitely crash. So Lagos is what it is today because the Easterners contributed immensely, in building the economy of Lagos State. The bulk of the tax, who are the people paying it? It's not the Easterners. So let's not go there. Let us not. This is demonstration. It's not an ethnic matter. People are hungry in the land. Let us address the hunger. Not to say you don't vent your anger on a particular ethnic region, say or tribe that you are the cause of the. I mean, it's absurd. It's absurd. It's uncalled for.
All right, so we'll come down to these issues this morning. Of course, Friday like this will make it your own platform, but we are being joined also in the studio by Chijioke Chibwaka. Welcome to Standpoint.
Yeah, thanks for having me. First of all, on a lighter note, Moses Ben, everybody's fuming. I can feel the heat in the studio this morning.
Absolutely.
Because
everybody is fuming.
Everybody goes to the market.
Yes. I can feel the heat in the studio.
Somebody saw me at the market that day. I said, hey, Ben, you come to market. I said, does it mean that I'm not a human being?
Are we not humans?
They bring your food in the studio.
Yeah.
That was my reaction to the man. Does it mean that I'm not a human being?
But they bring your food in the studio.
Now, like Peter Obi rightly said, the cause of this protest is hardship, hunger, bad governance. The government should rise to the occasion. This is one of the reasons why you have government. Even if it were that these three things I mentioned were not the cause of it, the government, this is an opportunity for government at every level to manage the crisis and bring out the best in the administration. It is, for a lack of a better word, crazy to watch your people wallow and die in pain. There is hunger in the land. Literal hunger. People are dying in the hospitals. People are dying for lack of intervention. Not because maybe the palliatives go anywhere to solve any problem. It's like I always say, it's a thing of insults. That's where we have we have people who think in a community, and the only way to mitigate against the hardship in society is to come and give palliatives every once in a while. It means we have lost it. For people like Reno or Mercury, those are there, and he is not the only one. The more you talk about him, the more you give his platform credibility. He has lost it. It's a good thing that most of us in the southeast or the southeast themselves, we took up another form of demonstration, which is to show that even without the structure on ground, we can fend for ourselves. God gave us somebody, not just one, a couple of people, to come and run the affairs of this country. But we chose amongst ourselves and in different regions to put somebody there. And now we're paying the price for it. And sadly, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
Not up to 2 years, in 4 years.
This is just the beginning. There are myriads of other things that are yet to unfold as a result of the government's inaction and actions. You know, the country is at a very tough place right now. People are hungry. Children are dying. People can't even afford drugs. The rise in fake medications right now, the rise in adulterated food. There was one time a former head of state said they were closing the border and they built rice pyramids. Rice has never jumped in price since I was born in the last 8 years. I can't imagine buying a bag of rice for 80,000, 82,000, locally made rice. But our borders were shut. And they told us that we were producing rice. And so therefore the price will crash.
Where are the pyramids?
Where are the pyramids now? A cup of rice goes for 500 naira, 600 naira. You haven't talked about policies. So, my brother, I don't know. We thank God for the way we are managing the issues right here in the Southeast. And we thank God for our governor here. And we thank God for God has opened our eyes here to see that the infrastructural development and the different aesthetical projects being put in Abia State is for the better. And we have all aligned ourselves behind His Excellency. Yes, he is human, he's a politician. But let's keep going
when
forward.
You say we have all, remember,
no, I'm sorry about that.
There are persons who are still
there are most of us.
There are persons who have taken a position.
Yes,
taking their own stand.
Yes.
So when you say we have all,
no, it just gives me great joy. Yeah, thank you very much. It gives me great joy with the way Abians handled the pressure right now. It doesn't. Nobody's happy. People are hungry, and hunger brings out the animal and the anger in you. But we know that with all wisdom God has given us, we are moving forward.
All right, Sam, let us dwell on the ongoing protest, gentlemen. All right. Very shortly, we'll open our phone lines for our listeners this morning to call in, and let's have your own take on this development in Nigeria. As we speak, Kano and Borno states have imposed 24-hour statewide curfew.
Yes.
Now, also, Yobe State government has restricted movement in about 3 local government areas. Nasarawa State has imposed restriction of movement in a local government area. Katsina government has imposed a 24-hour curfew in Dotsinma local government area, and also 12 hours curfew in about 33 local government areas. Now, it's all about this particular protest. What's the message? Drive home the issue of hunger, hardship. Yeah. The condition of living Nigerians are going through, of course, is not palatable at all. So we expected it to have followed that particular path, but it has resulted in the main curfews in certain states and all of that. Down here in the southeast region of Nigeria, yesterday I told us that I actually came out on time. I had to move down to Isi Gate and other places, and I observed that things were just going properly, apart from the fact that people didn't come out. Today, as I speak with you, everywhere is bustling, hustling. This morning, I felt, okay, it could be as a result of maybe they were trying to take note, trying to identify 1 or 2 things. Everybody is out this morning in Umuahia, and then they are going about their normal businesses. But this issue of driving home your message, you are kicking against the current hardship in the country. We shouldn't expect it to result in putting up curfews in states, restricting movements in state. What happens? Have you been able to now send the right message or the actual message to the appropriate quarter? Sam, this is development. This is where we are at the moment.
Definitely. And you just touched the part I would have loved to start with. In fact, I'm still going to start from there. You know, so many governors said that they were not interested. So the curfew is more like a message, okay, we are not still interested. We are going to stop people from protesting. That's just what the message is all about. See, I have issues with governors. See, I have issues with
people died.
Giving them more
People
money.
died in Borno State.
People died in Borno State. What started it? You asked the question of what started it. I watched a video of the one that happened in Abuja, the Bay area. They were going on their own. Then these soldiers released tear gas. The tear gas didn't chase them away. They were so strong. I congratulated Nigerians yesterday, and I will continue to congratulate us as Nigerians. It's not easy. Now, when the soldiers noticed that these guys, they didn't even scamper, they didn't run away. They were just there, even saying things. Now we started hearing gunshots. That was in Abuja. Then the one that happened in Kaduna, maybe the one that made them to invade NCC. These security guys, they wait for you. In fact, they instigate you. They push you to react. Unfortunately, these are the people that should be there peacefully. In fact, guide you.
Protect you. Yeah.
Look at these areas that these guys happen. Yeah, not here in the north. Trace it. Something happened that made the people react. Like the one in Lugbe. Had it been those guys reacted, maybe you would have heard that maybe 10 or 20 people ended up dying. I watched the video. They were coming in group, saying things. You release tear gas on them. Why? For them to run away, scatter. See, definitely there will be reaction. So that's it on that. Now this governor is coming to say curfew. That when I read through all this, I said okay, because none of them supported it at the first place.
Do not forget, it is still within the responsibility of state governors to ensure protection of lives and property. To ensure protection
of lives and property. Which way are you going to do that? Our governor here, Governor Oti, made a statement. He agreed. If you even if you like in your mind you want to put down anything and you read through the message, first thing first, accepting that there is hunger in the land, then you will know that okay, there is hope. Not when someone will come out in the name of a governor, a politician, a senator to tell you that you guys should not protest. You people should remember what is happening in Kenya. That's not a message. In fact, you're challenging the people. You're daring the people.
We are remembering.
If you are protesting, if you are talking about democracy in Nigeria, then the statements we hear from our politicians are not democratic enough. If the government is my own government, you talk to me with respect. Look at what Senate President said. Is that not enough reason to even get people angry? Say, if people should go ahead to protest, we'll be in our house eating. What's the meaning of that? What's the meaning of that statement? From the security guys themselves, the IG coming out to read riot acts. Okay, this is, you now want to tell us, what are you doing? Telling us, okay, these are the rules and regulations. No, don't protest. Don't allow you to get into riot. What of the message that these people want to pass? Here in the Southeast, because we decided not to protest, maybe we would have also had issues with one or two governors.
You're saying that it is not likely in accordance with the message or messages that the governors in this region sent out.
I can talk about Oti's message, not Imo State.
What about that of the Hope Uzodinma?
Which message? Hope Uzodinma, before, if I thought there was any message before, he said.
Also, do not forget, he said that other Southeast stakeholders, like National Assembly members, they said similar thing on how the Southeasterners should not get themselves involved in this particular.
Should not get themselves. If you're telling them not to get themselves involved, what then are you doing? Is what's his name? Benjamin Carlo. He told us not to. He told us not to participate. Speaker. Right? What has he done? I believe his own area now bended. The only thing they will end up doing is to share rice. They will not get to so many people. See, the message is what at this point. See, in France, a protester slapped the president. Nothing happened to the guy. I watched it. A protester slapped the president. Nothing happened. They didn't shoot him. They didn't kill him. In fact, Macron later came back and said, okay. We have gotten the message. I mean, slapped him. Not now here in Nigeria that you will be passing, maybe saying things. You're not talking to anybody or you don't hit anybody. They will now attack you. So it is so sad that it has gotten to this point where we don't. In fact, you don't have any right to talk. A protester not the real protesters now, those ones that we are paid or that somehow paid to protest against the protesters, confessed yesterday in Abuja that they were promised 5,000 naira. Now they gave them 2,000 naira advance. Yes, now that's what it's advance. When you finish the work, we'll pay you complete. And the guy said, no, 5,000 naira in general is not even enough. Now giving me 2K, what will the 2K do for me?
All right, sir.
I'm going to be protesting against protesters. You see, in Nigeria, no politician, no leader wants to accept the fact that things are hard.
All right, Sam.
See,
you
if I happen to be the governor, he protests, just like, I love what Fubara did in Rivers State.
Yes.
You had the message.
Yes.
That they visited him. He even promised them money. They said, no, we don't need your money. Keep your money. We don't need your money. He said, okay. The message had been got. That is what it is.
Another issue is that state governors. Well, I will still allow you to sustain your thoughts. That will be after this break. Aiko Bonaya, remember before yesterday, being 1st August 2024, stakeholders, governments, security authorities came up to say that, look at, there is this possibility that this protest will be hijacked. Hoodlums will come in. With what happened yesterday, do you see any relationship with what the instructions, the directives that we are given before yesterday? But we'll get all this analysis after this break. This is Standpoint, the saint of all talks of politics.
Beauty is power. A smile is its sword. Beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is all around us. So, if you want to look good always, visit Masters and Wands Cosmetic Stores. It's new, it's exclusive, and a happening store in beauty products. We deal on perfumes and cosmetics such as body lotions, facial creams and scrubs, body sprays, powders, bath wash, and all kinds of quality cosmetics with affordable prices. Contact us at number 41 Fimbers Road, Umuahia, or number 28 School Road, Umuahia, all in Abia State. Call us on 0806 951 2773 or email us at wandsglean@gmail.com. Masters and Wands Cosmetic Stores. Quality is our name. Signed, Management. Happening live in the city of Umuahia. MBI 2024.
Miracle Beyond Imagination.
A program God has put together to release His profound blessings on His people. Theme, Victory at Last. Date, Sunday, August 4, 2024. Ministering, Professor Ugochukwu Ogali. Zonal Pastor Trem, Southeast Zone 2. Venue, the Redeemed Evangelical Mission Trem, number 2 Uwalaka by Osa Road, Umuahia. Time, 9 a.m. Jesus Christ, the same yesterday, today, and forever. Signed, the Reverend Nyene Etiben, Area Pastor Trem, Owerri Area. Dickness Stella Morgan, Chairperson, Planning Committee.
Listen to this announcement. Citydale Science and Technical College, number 111 Kaduna by Omuchu off Enugu Road, a giant in technical, science and other relevant subjects like physics, chemistry, biology, English language, mathematics, economics, will be having a free holiday lesson for her students and outsiders from GSS 1 to 3, while SS 1 to 3 students shall pay a token fee of 2,000 naira only. Lesson starts Monday, August 5th, 2024, with qualified teachers in a serene, friendly, and conducive academic learning environment. In addition, the school will offer vocational courses in computer appreciation, electrical installation, fabrication, and inverter installation at a reduced cost. Rush now and register your children, words, and friends to benefit from this golden opportunity. Our office is open from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. For further inquiries, please call 0803 891 5090 or 0812 425 4357.
Umuahia, wake up! Rejoice! Christ has come to heal your land. The Holy Ghost Mandate World Outreach, in conjunction with the CFG Miracle Center, Umuahia is bringing to you a healing crusade like never before, tagged Umuahia for Christ Healing Crusade, with the mandated minister, Bishop Barrister John Donaldson of Bansiemwe, ministering live. It's going to be unique. It's going to be great. It's going to be super. Featuring deliverance, salvation, healing, miracles, signs and wonders, as well as special music ministrations and performances. Ministering in songs, Cornelius Benjamin and Isaac Onoha Onyami. Date, Friday 2nd to Sunday 4th August 2024. Time 5 p.m. daily. Sunday 9 a.m. prompt. Venue, St. Stephen's Primary School Field, Eket by Ibeku Road, Umuahia. That is for Friday and Saturday. Sunday, Church Auditorium. Yes, God is still in the business of healing the land. Who knows? This might be that opportunity you've been waiting for. You can't afford to miss this.
Arrive alive. Respect traffic rules. Do not drink and drive. Do not drive and drink. Every life on the road is precious. Drive safely. Be attentive and ensure your journey doesn't become a tragedy.
Stop on our roads. Wannemonyabia. Matanandogedindiabiampa. Drive safely.
This message is powered by Abia State Orientation Agency.
Ozia, Sinaka Abia State Orientation Agency.
Let's talk politics, dynamics, and permutations.
It's a concern that we have for our country, Nigeria. So this is beyond partisan politics. Nigeria is on drip. Nigeria is on oxygen. And how can we get out of this? And these are the kind of people who say they are leaders of this country. What example are they showing as leaders of the country?
Let's keep you abreast with happenings in the politics.
I am an employee of the president. I pay the president's salary. I pay the bills of the family. And he must protect me.
All the resources available in this country has to come together at this time to see how best we can move forward. The interest of Nigeria is part of it.
Standpoint.
Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics.
Standpoint, Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. on Rapid 96.5 FM.
All Nigeria is more Nigeria than any Nigeria. That's right.
Yeah, welcome back to Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics. This morning we are still putting our own interests, looking at what's been happening between yesterday morning and evening, the ongoing End Bad Governance in Nigeria protest. The other angle of the discussion is about our state governors. What do they do? How have they been able to carry out their roles in terms of addressing hardship faced by citizens at this point in time? Gentlemen, you're all welcome back to the program.
Thank you. Thank you.
Aiko Bonaya, from security authorities, even persons within the corridor of government said, okay, look at, why not calm down? The president is responding this way. There is this possibility that this protest will be hijacked.
Yes.
About 4 or 5 states now have declared curfew in their states. Is this not aligning with what they insinuated?
Yeah, if you look at if you follow the trajectory, you'll agree with me that right from the onset when they were planning for the protest, it was already hijacked before they already hijacked.
Who hijacked it? Was it the government that hijacked
it? You and I know who hijacked it. The system hijacked it.
All right.
And then what the system did was infiltrate. Yeah. And then through the infiltrations, that's why you're now talking about giving people 5,000 naira not to be a part of the project, which boomeranged. And then, of course, in some...
I read somewhere where one of them mistakenly said that rice has reduced. They wanted to slap that person.
And then we also are aware of where the culture of the people has been used as instrument of politics. Yeah. In the sense that the Oro Festival that's supposed to be celebrated in September was now brought backwards to be celebrated in August. And so then you see town criers in the broad daylight, which, an urban area. Those things we normally see in the rural areas. Town criers now going from street to street, banging the bell and telling people not to come out on the 1st of August. And then, of course, we know about area boys that, started trooping from street to street, shop to shop, holding cutlasses, cudgels, warning people, if you love your business, don't come out. You are not permitted to protest. So, I mean, how else did you hijack it? So, with that, it had already been hijacked. And then, of course, in the course of the protest proper, all you needed to do was do a little instigation. Push the people to the wall, and then once you do that, they will react. And then once they react, it will snowball into all other unsavory outcomes, which is what we are seeing right now in some areas. But if you allow people to march peacefully, guide them, soldiers had no business in this protest. They had no business. How would you deploy soldiers in a civil matter? This is strictly police affair, and all they needed to do was to guide the people, be by their side, march with them. If they are trying to, probably derail or detract, you say, no, come back, don't go there, and then they'll obey you. It's just a simple message of saying, okay, we are hungry, and then the much you can do as a government, you do. If you cannot do anything, you still relax and be fiddling with your policies, So for me, the project or the protest had already been hijacked even before it started. So that's a very simple message. We didn't need to bother ourselves, and we know that is a system that hijacked it. It started with the student of, what was his name, or Nanuga, whatever they call him, accusing all manner of personalities. Making it look like an ethnic affair. So saying is P2B and all other characters, all other personalities or gladiators in the system. You don't need to do that. The people you are calling, they're already well off. They are already well off. If Nigeria is crashing, they never crash with Nigeria.
If you're calling P2B is
already well off.
It's a national thing.
It's a well-established
to do with the region.
Man. All he simply do is maybe enter the plane and leave the country. And then the country will go in tatters. So there are people, the hunger is so deep in the land. So you don't pursue shadows when you are trying to face realities.
All right. Chibok, I will bring you in from the angle of state governors, the roles that they've been able to play within this period of time in seeing that this issue of hardship, high cost of living is being addressed in our country at different subnational governments. But that will be in the course of the conversation. Let's bring in our listener also at this point. 091600965 or 0916333 What do you make of the current reality with regard to the end bad governance in Nigeria? This morning, this is the second day, of course, the 2nd of August 2024. 091600965 or 0916333 A very good morning to you and thank you for joining Standpoint.
Good morning, Moses Ben.
You're welcome, sir. The location, please.
Good morning, my incorruptible Sam and Mr. I. Gobunai.
Okay, for Chinedum, welcome.
My brother.
Yes, I'm okay for Chinedum. I'm calling from Omai.
All right.
Number one, the message has been sent. The people who looted in the name of protest, the people who were stealing in the name of protest, and those who were still genuinely protesting, the message has been sent to our leaders, and they have received it as we believe. We are now waiting for them to respond. The truth is that Nigerians have understood that we have enough resources that can go around. It is just bad governance that have kept Nigeria in the situation and condition we have found ourselves. I keep saying it. Why is it so difficult for us to end fuel importation in Nigeria? Why is it so difficult that no refinery will succeed in Nigeria as a nation? So I think we should be expecting good response from our leaders between this period of protest. And finally, for those calling for Igbos must go, and we believe in one Nigeria, I don't think they are patriotic to this nation.
Right, powerful.
But one thing and one message I must tell our Igbo brothers who are in Lagos is this is time for them to come home and cooperate.
All right,
let them
Okafor, your
come
time is
home
up,
and
sir.
start investing in Southeast.
All right.
We must make Southeast the commercial hub of Nigeria. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you. We appreciate your contribution. Good morning and welcome to Standpoint.
Good morning, Moses. Ben.
You're welcome,
Good
sir.
morning, Ike.
You're welcome.
Emmanuel is the name I'm calling from Omoy.
All right.
To me, I decided not to protest for myself in this protest because I will always say that Mr. President has done wrong by removing the fuel subsidy without considering the rate the suffering that it will bring to Nigerians. But their governors are the major problem. I Comfortable Sam was saying that if he becomes president, he will not give governor. It's not my brother. It's not going to happen that way.
Yeah.
Because governors are very strong and they are very, very strong.
No,
and moreover, it is their fundamental right to receive, as a constitutionally right to receive anything money from federal government. You can't stop them from doing that. Yeah. They go to court and defeat you and still get the money. But the problem remains, it wasn't Mr. President that sacked my brother who works Ministry of Sports and Youth Development in Afabia State. It wasn't Mr. President Tinubu who sacked my uncle that was former permanent secretary and my auntie that was the director. It wasn't Tinubu that was brought that. Tinubu has removed the money and added to governors. And our governor promised to bring money to CNG buses. Till today, we've not seen the impact. So they are telling us that we should go and protest against Tinubu. What has the governor done to read the suffering in their own? The rice that was shared was given by president. The youth, none of the youth have been carried along with government's policies in this state. So why should we go and attack Tinubu when our people, the money that was supposed to be used...
All right, make up your point. Your time is up, sir.
To governors. It's very, very unfortunate.
All right.
I pray that our governor will just wake up and make sure that he affect lives of Abians.
Your time is up, sir. Thank you.
70,000 that they promised something now. He has not come out to say anything about it. It's very, very unfortunate. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution. Good morning and welcome to Standpoint.
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome, sir. Your name and location, please.
This is Ike from Omari.
Ike, it's good to have you join us.
If the governor this state can use water, wake him up, so that we can have peace in this state. Whatever the protest going on. I want to thank this Southeasterners for not joining it. You know, Igbos, we've been the scapegoat in this country. So let the Northerners and West that voted Mr. President Lee, let them protest and let us watch. Then for the hashtag Igbo should go from Lagos State, I hope this will not bring a second Biafran Nigerian war, because these Yorubas, they are trading too fast. Then the issue of CIG was please ask them Basara.
All right, Ike. Thank you so much for your contribution. 091600965 or 09163333965. Good morning and welcome to Standpoint. Good morning, you're welcome.
Morning, my name is Jerry. I'm calling from Umasta.
Jerry, welcome.
I want to say special good morning to my friend in the house, the Brain Box.
Good morning.
Brain Box, good morning. This is the first time I've heard your voice on this program.
Good morning, good morning.
Let me make a very simple contribution. I did hear somebody say that in France, protesters slapped Mr. President.
Yes.
Yes. Some have forgotten that is France and this is Nigeria. we have the cost of copying habits we are not right for. This is Nigeria, this is not the Western world. So what tried there may not succeed. That was why we expressed the initial fear that hoodlums may hijack the genuine protest of Nigerians. There is hunger in the land. There is corruption. There's everything that should necessitate protest. However, we want that hijackers will come in, and you have seen the result. People have died. I mean, this protest is not what anybody losing his life for anybody. So for me, the governors were right to have imposed curfew, respective states, to curb further, killing of people, something like that. When you talk about state governments coming in here trying to do something to better the life of people, I think one of the worst states is Abia State. Like the last caller did say, it's not about running roads. If you're building roads and all that, you're not caring about people. People are being sacked every day. Some workers in the state have not received their salary for more than
make
a
up your
year.
point. Your time is up, sir.
Okay, so please, what I'm trying to say is that let the protest, let's stop this thing, let's stop it. At least the message has been sent to the government, okay?
All right. Thank you so much. Jerry, we appreciate your contribution. A very good morning to you. Welcome to Standpoint.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning, gentlemen of the press.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah, Chichi comes from Mubakala.
Yeah, you didn't sound calmly. That was why Sam didn't immediately react. You're welcome, Chichi.
She was singing.
Thank you. Listen, what I want to say about this protest, if you check South East, none of the South East states listen protested. But don't you think that they are protesting in a silent mode? Yes. Why I said that is, I listened to a sister station and a man was interviewed. He said no, that the Southeasterners are not going to protest until Nnamdi Kanu is being released. I think that is a protest on its own.
Right.
Now, for those that protested and some were being killed, please, I'm still pleading with our security and these agencies. Please, these protesters, they don't have any weapon on them. So don't come and say that you want to use gun or whatever. Even if you must use the pepper spray, that is, this is what is called tear gas on them. I think that will be better when they are going against the law and not to use gun on them, because any life lost cannot be regained. Thank you and God bless.
All right, we appreciate your contribution. Good morning, 96.5 FM. You're welcome to Standpoint. Hello, good morning. Okay, let's begin.
Good morning, Mr. Ben.
You're welcome, sir. Your name and location, please.
Mr. Chijoke.
All right.
I am calling from Abero this morning.
Welcome.
Mr. Ben, I think this program is an open parliament. And I suggest that most of us should call with our real name. We should not deceive this parliament. For me, my name is Mr. Chijoke. And I said I am calling from Bendy Road. And I wonder how somebody will be calling from DCA. And because you are working in DCA and you change your name to deceive the parliament. It's not okay, because you can say something that is very wrong and it will be hard to track you. So I am saying that people should be calling with their name so that even if something happens, they can be traced.
All right.
Somebody who is working in this, and we know you, and I can call your name, but I just started to keep quiet. So it's not good. Let us not deceive this parliament so that we know who is who. For me, Governor Alex Oti have come to stay in Abia State. And I am not praising him because he's the governor. In fact, if I may say, ask most of the people in Abia, I am one of the people that started to tell people about Governor Alex Oti since 2014 because I saw his vision. I am not praising him because he's a governor or whatever. But I want to say that this man has made a change, a lot of change. Abians have seen a lot of results, which they have been saying it with their mouth. Unlike before, the past government will be mobilizing people just to praise them for nothing. Look at the people that are telling us about 70,000 minimum wage this every day. They are the people that work with past government.
Right, make up your points. Your time is up, sir. Make up your points, please.
They told us that the governor has paid every worker,
all right.
including pensioners.
You have used your time, sir.
They are sympathizing. They are pretending. We know them.
All right.
Let them buy down with shame. We know all of them. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. On our Facebook page, we have Elvis Iweze saying that, good morning, gentlemen of the press. Federal government should address the immense hunger, hardship, and sufferings ravaging the entire country before things deteriorate beyond repair. May God help Nigeria. Hashtag Rapid FM. Thank you so much and welcome to Standpoint.
Good morning, my great people in the studio.
Kindly turn down your radio set. Welcome.
Okay, good morning, the dynamic and incorruptible sound.
I greet you, Eze Enikalo.
This is Mr. Eze Enikalo. That good person from Abia House in our government area, the home of hospitality.
All right.
You see, this protest, I don't want anybody to see it as a tribal, to bring in any form of tribal sentiment. And this protest, I didn't the president has done the needful. I don't think Nigerians will even talk about this protest. He has removed the subsidy. We are not against that. He has been given 1 good year to do the needful. Increasing the allocation of the state allocation will not solve the problem. Increasing the minimum wage will not solve the problem. Rather, it will cause more inflation. Why is it not? Why is it our refinery? None of them is functional. And this crude oil is a natural resource. We are not buying it. Why will I be buying a liter of fuel with 900 naira? Kerosene, more than 1,000 naira a liter.
Sure.
Diesel, more than 1,000 naira a liter. In a country that God has blessed with enormous crude oil, he has not been doing. He don't want to address the problem at hand. That is the challenge. So nobody is against the present government, but they refuse. They did that. They refuse to do the needful, and I'm happy about this protest because.
All right, round up your thoughts. Your time is up, sir.
He's not but I'm happy that the community, the world, have heard us.
All right.
They know that our leaders
Thank
are
you
not
so much
doing
for
that
using
is
your
why
time.
we are embarking on this protest, and I'm happy. Even if the leaders are not ready to
Thank
do
you.
the needful,
Thank you so much. We appreciate your contribution. All
Thank
right.
you. Have a nice day.
And you too. Thank you so much. Gentlemen, this is how far we can come on to this edition of the program. Incorruptible Sam, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Though I would have reacted to things, but
Just I started with you by saying thank you for your time.
Two things I would have loved to react to.
We always battle with time.
Thank you.
Seriously,
Thank you for your time.
we need to educate ourselves because if we continue to say Africa, that's
We'll talk about that next week.
We need to really work on that.
Yes, sir.
We are Africa. That means we are giving these guys that racially abuse us reasons to continue to call us monkeys.
We'll look at that direction maybe next week.
We are not animals. We are humans.
Chief Walker, thank you for your time.
You're welcome. But let's understand that government can be checked, and government has checks and balance systems.
Moses is trying to hold us down. You could see.
No, seriously.
There is this issue around those who contributed in the mortgage something. I don't know if you can relate with that. I got a report.
Okay.
We'll carry out investigation.
Yes, we'll do that.
Talk about
that's
it.
Federal Mortgage Bank.
All right. That's how far we can come out to this edition of the program. My name is Moses Ben. Good morning.
Hallelujah. It's that time of the year.